So joining us in studio with more is Dr. Matt Herman from the Department of Geological Sciences at California State University, Bakersfield. Good to have you back.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So I heard about this earthquake and I immediately thought 6.0, that's not so bad.
Yeah.
It was bad. Tell us why.
Yeah, when I ask my students, they say, oh, it's got to be a 7 to be dangerous or something. But the reality is a magnitude 6, particularly shallow, close to the surface, can shake the region above it quite severely. So what we saw is in the region right above this earthquake, we had intensity 9 shaking, which is very severe.
Yeah, and then like we were mentioning, the structures there are not earthquake fitted like we have here in California.
Yeah.
So
there's no building codes, or certainly their building codes are nowhere near. California has one of the best building codes in the world in terms of seismic resilience, and they've been updated with each significant and destructive earthquake in California. So if you live in a relatively new house in California, your house is very likely going to survive strong shaking.
So I was going to say that, not to take away from their experience in Afghanistan, but we immediately think, what about us in our earthquake region? Say there was a 6.0 around here and it was shallow. Would we feel it as severely as they did?
Absolutely. The ground shaking might be very similar. It might be so strong that if you were right on top of it, you couldn't stand it. It might even knock you over. The point is to have your structures built in such a way that they won't be damaged. So our houses, our hospitals, our schools, our roads, things like that. So there is a minimum level of construction quality that's required here in California.
Which I so appreciate. And for little kids at school, my daughters were just telling me, oh, we just had an earthquake drill during the Great American Shakeout.
Yes.
But a lot of my friends are homeschooling teachers as well. So how do you teach young kids in the home about that earthquake safety without it being scary?
Yeah, there's a ton of resources. And the main thing is that you got to get yourself under cover, because even if you're in a well-built house, things can fall off shelves. If you've not secured things to the wall, they can fall over. So you want to get under something sturdy and protect yourself. And you can make that fun. The Great American Shakeout has some really good resources for figuring out how to do that with kids.
Perfect. And making that family plan. Dr. Herman, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
My last quick question for you. When we were studying the Russia earthquake together, you were submitting your findings to the USGS. Are you doing that again this time?
Yeah, so this, in fact, is a small earthquake. So we probably won't do much more than a basic analysis of it, but we might look at it in terms of the context of other earthquakes in that region, of which there are many.
That's so interesting. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Always captivating. We'll be right back with more headlines.